Hey everybody, it's William. I'm back with another video. This one's gonna be mission 1 for the Outta Time. Hopefully they are not out of time and we can actually finish one of these missions. I've had a run of good luck lately, so I'm crossing my fingers that we do well on this mission. We're going to be going to Castle Industry. As you can see, it's not too bad until you get over the target. Escort all the way. So we're going to start. I've already shuffled my cards. What we're going to do is our checks right now to see if we can take some of these bandits out of my deck. I see zone 1 and 2, so I get 2 chances. A thumbs up and a thumbs up. So we get to get rid of 2 of our cards, or 2 of our bandits. So I'm going to go ahead and look through. Get rid of him. And him. And I'm going to go ahead and just cycle these guys because I did that. Alright. I'll put these 2 bandits on the side over here. If anything happens on the way and I can't recall the rules, I'll just pause it and I'll look up the rule and I'll continue. I probably should have been doing that from the beginning so I wouldn't bore you guys with trying to figure out the rules quick, because you know, things happen that don't always happen in a mission, just like kind of like in real life. You don't always have engine fires all the time or running on one engine, so you got to refer to the quick manuals. So, I mean, stuff happens. Here we go. Let's start this. I'm going to try to take off from England. 9 cards to get a Z+. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we got our radio operator with a Z+, so he did something to make the plane take off. Maybe he happened to see outside or heard a radio communication. Maybe it was even as simple as being like, okay boys, let's start down the runway. We got permission to take off. So we take off. We're now over the English Channel. The English Channel is 1 encounter, no flak, as you can see on the mission card. 1 encounter, no flak. So let's continue. We're looking for a Z+ or an encounter. And we get their encounter almost right away. It is an FW190 coming in at 6 o'clock high. Alright, so let me keep that there just for reference until I get all my cards set up. 6 o'clock high, he can attack him. We got a wingman. 6 o'clock high. Keep looking. 6 high. Alright, if I choose to, I can end the encounter with my escort. And you know what, just for the heck of it, I think I'm going to. I'm going to take advantage. So he comes along, scares him away. And as you can see with it, let me go ahead and show you that for anybody who's wondering what's going on. Before I assign all of my crew to attack my targets or an enemy formation, you can have your little friends, before they're all assigned, run them off, which I did. So they're gone. And because I completed that 1 encounter, it was only 1 encounter, I'm going to move forward to zone 1 now. 1 encounter again with light flak. So if I get a flak card, I have to play through the flak card. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Looking for a Z+ or an encounter. Okay, we got the pilot here. He has a Z+. So we're gonna go to zone 2. We're starting to get there. We're not having a bad run right now. Smooth. Escorts took care of the last fighters over that area. We're making it. We're getting there. Hopefully we get there over the target so we can bomb our target this time. Okay, here we go. Looking for a Z+. In zone 2 it is still 1 encounter but moderate flak. And we do get an encounter. It is a BF-109. I'm going to check the direction he's coming in. He's coming in at 9 o'clock low. Just for the sake of memory, I'm going to keep it on him for a minute. This is me personally, because my memory's horrible. So 9 o'clock low. I'm going to look for anybody that can attack at 9 o'clock low. Okay, very, very fortunate for me. I pulled up the co-pilot. Right here, ability may direct fire during enemy spotting, which this is what we're doing. We're spotting the enemy. We saw him at 9 o'clock low. Now that we reveal him, I'm going to use his ability right here. It says reveal co-pilot after position check. Then find all eligible crew to engage. So I'm going to look through the deck and try to find all the guys that can go attack at 9 o'clock low. So let's go for it. 9 o'clock low. And it should be, let's see, 9 o'clock low, 9 o'clock low. That'll be the port waist gunner I'm looking for. Port waist gunner. Here we are, port waist gunner. He can attack at 9 o'clock low. See, he can attack from 9 o'clock high and 9 o'clock low. So you see, I pulled him out of the deck. Take my co-pilot. Thank you very much for co-pilot for doing your job. And I pull him this way. Now, I have two. I'm sorry. This is the 9 o'clock. This is what I was using 9 o'clock low, just as a reminder for myself. So I have these two guys attacking this BF-109. I think I'm going to stop because I feel like the odds are, hopefully, in my favor. So what I'm going to do is start the attack. I'm going to do the defenders first, then the offense, which is the German aircraft. So here we go. Port waist gunner. He gets one shot. Unfortunately, he takes a shot and he misses. So I'll cycle him. Do that like that. Ball turret gunner. He gets 2 attempts. And he hits his first attempt. And he hits his second attempt, which is awesome. So we get to do 2 damage checks on this BF-109. So let's do it. 2 damage checks. The first shot hits the BF-109 in the structure. As you can see, this notates that it's an enemy hit, that we hit him. So first shot hits the structure. I'm going to see what kind of damage it does. It doesn't do any damage, unfortunately, as you can see. The icon, no damage. Second shot hits his engine. I'm really hoping it affects him. Hits his engine for damage. You see that? It's a damage hit. So cycle that to remember that I need to cycle. I'll take this engine card and put it behind him because now he has 1 damage on him. If I score another hit, sustain 2 total hits, he breaks off. And he shot down on the 3rd hit. If he's shot down on total destruction, when he's totally broken apart, and he's also destroyed when he catches fire. Alright, so good job, ball turret gunner. Now, unfortunately for us, unless I did not cycle, which is possible, because I am crazy. No, I think I cycled. Anyways, if not, we're going with it. He hits us now, because it's his turn. The defenders went. I'm out of defender cards. It's now the offense. The German fighters are coming in. German fighter hits us in the... Uh-oh, he hit our radio operator. Let's hope he didn't actually hit our radio operator. First thing I'm going to do is check to see if my radio operator was wounded. He was not wounded. Very fortunate for us. But did they damage his position? Yes. They damaged his position. So what I'm going to do with my radio operator is flip him over. Position is disabled. And I'm going to cycle that. Alright. Alright, so now all the defenders, all the offense have taken their turn. This is now the successive attack. On successive attacks, I'm going to look for anybody who can engage this target with guns. So we're going to check. No. Alright. One of the abilities of Little Friends here is that he can engage individual aircraft. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm off the screen. He can engage all enemy aircraft on initial and engages individual aircraft on successive attacks. So I'm going to have him do that. Alright. So I believe how it's set up is that he uses his fuel when he gets all of them. I think he doesn't use his fuel when it's only an individual aircraft. If I'm incorrect, I'm incorrect. But it just, I don't know, that sounds right. If I'm wrong, I'll find out later. So I'm gonna go ahead and use him to run him off. That's what the escorts are there for. That was one encounter complete. Now if I look here, zone 2, I did my one encounter and now I'm over the target. Over the target, I have 2 potential encounters with heavy flak. On the bomb run, according to the rules, you have to do those 2 encounters or your first flak card starts the bomb run. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. So I'm going to look for an encounter. I have to find those 2 encounters. I cannot Z plus this unless it's a house rule. When I play personally, I use the Z plus to just skip to the target and start the flak run. But I want to try to at least try to play officially so people can learn. And if they see I have a mistake, I'll write it in there or it'll be in the comments. So you'll see that I've made a mistake or an error. But I'm going to do it the way I'm supposed to. So I'm going to start looking for encounter cards in here. Okay, my first encounter is an FW-190. I'm going to take this card as a reminder to myself. I'm going to rotate it. That's my first encounter. Second one, I'll move it again. That way I know I did it. So first encounter is an FW-190 coming in at 6 o'clock low. And there's my flat card. Look at that. So as a reminder, just for myself, I'll hold on to it until I get all my guys assigned. Okay, so 6 o'clock low. Let's look for some guys to help me. Okay, we're on the bomb run, so he is exerted because he's actually looking through the bomb site, getting ready for setting up the mission. That's what I should have done when I went over the target. Again, we've lucked out. We found the co-pilot. So the co-pilot, he calls out on the radio, "Hey guys, 6 o'clock low." Okay, I think I can remember 6 o'clock low, so I'm going to put him away. The flat card away. But co-pilot says, "Hey, 6 o'clock low, that's tail gunner, that's U-ball turret, let's go. Look alive." So now I'm going to look for the tail gunner and the ball turret gunner. Ball turret. With his position disabled, I should, I'm gonna do it next turn to fix his position. Let me see, tail gun. Here we are. Because with his disabled position, he can fix himself. You know what? Where's that guy? I'm gonna go ahead. He's exerted. He's fixing his position. I should have done it last turn, but I forgot. That's my mistake. I'm gonna go with it. That's a mistake on my part. But I'm still running with it. Okay. All right. So let's take these guys out. This was the combat that's happening. This is the encounter. I'm gonna stop here as well. I don't want to push my luck. And on top of that, number 2, I saw that guy. So I don't want to draw him. So I'm going to go ahead and just start my encounter. Okay, so tail gunner is going to take 2 shots at the FW-190. He takes 2 shots. He hits. And he misses. So my tail gunner hit the bandit 1 time. Hit the 1 bandit in the controls. Alright, how badly did it hit him in the controls? No damage. That sucks. So tail gunner flies by. Or not tail gunner, yeah. Tail gunner did his turn. Now it's a ball turret gunner. Ball turret gunner also gets 2 attempts. He misses. And he misses. That's unfortunate. Alright, so FW-190, he takes his shots. He misses as well. Now we are on our successive attack. Let me straighten out my cards here. I have my air conditioning off in the truck and it's kind of hot, so it's getting like a little kind of humid in here. So it's making the cards a little harder to manipulate. Okay, so We are now on our successive attack. We're going to see who can attack him. It's typically the first person who's able to attack. Even exerted people can see him. The co-pilot can see him. It's basically anybody who spots him. It's like, oh, he's passing by. Because there's no time. There's like to line up your shots. This is chaotic. This is a chaotic, they're flying by, went by my window kind of deal. They didn't have like on the initial where they were able to call out, hey, he's coming in. This is the direction he's coming in. So they don't have time for that on this successive. So this simulates them going under or over the aircraft. Okay, so the first person who actually spots him is the wingman. Wingman goes, oh, I got him. So he takes a shot and misses, unfortunately. All right, and then the FWIND, in his little thing, he kind of flies away. But now, he's coming back around. He's coming back around for another attack. So he's going to come back in, and the first person to spot him is the direction he's coming. Okay, he doesn't have a gun. It's the first gunner who sees him. That's who he's gonna engage. Who's engaging? Oh. All right. So looks like the first person that actually sees him is our little friend. So little friend spots him while they're doing their escort, and they rush him off. They fly him. They scare him off. See, now I'm thinking with the ease of that happening, maybe he should have used his fuel, but I'm just, like I said, I'm going to go with it. That's a very powerful card. But but again, you could use it, but you're not going to get the kills, you're not going to get the experience from it. He's just running them off. Okay, so next round, we're going to do the second, we're now on the second encounter. I'm going to flip it again. Second encounter. We are trying to get something to hopefully to start the bomb run. There it is. We're starting the bomb run. Now, last time I hoped for this, it didn't end very well for me. Alrighty, so flak run. It's going to be heavy, so I get to do, if you look at the card, I have to do heavy flak, conduct 3 hit checks. Here we go. Hit. Hit. Oh, miss. So I got a hit, miss. So the first shot hits, unfortunately. Our port waist gunner, he is not wounded, but in his, let's check his position. His position was not damaged. Very lucky, so superficial. Second shot hits the tail gunner. He is wounded lightly, so we're gonna go and take, he's wounded lightly. Was his position damaged? No. So he just kind of, he has a scratch. He'll be fine when we move to the next zone. So right now he's taken up right now trying to heal his wounds. All right, so flak run was resolved. We are now going to check the weather over the target. It is good. That's what the green thumb, it is good. Now we're gonna do more we're gonna do more checks to see how badly we damage the target. Thumbs down, thumbs up. With good weather, that doesn't become a thumbs down, so we got 1 out of 3. That is, it's not, hey, you know what, at least we hit the target. It's not bad. All right, let me go ahead and take that, because that is a check that I did. Now we are heading this way. We're heading back home now. Before I start anything, I'm going to do my radio operator check. He gets 2 chances to fix his position. So bring him forward. 2 chances. No. Yes. So he actually does repair his position. The bombardier who was on his site is now back in action. And the tail gunner who was lightly wounded has healed up his wound. Maybe like threw on a tourniquet or just a small bandage, depending on how bad his wound was. We are now in zone 2. That's 1 encounter with moderate flak. Come on, give me some Z pluses. We gotta get out of here. We are no longer loaded. That's another thing I should have done. We dropped the bombs. We're no longer loaded. Come on, Z pluses. Z plus. Oh, looks like there's a card back there. Yep. humidity up. BF-109. Alright, BF-109, he is coming in at 6 o'clock low. I'll hold on to this card for a reminder. Eek. Alright, and he's being joined by his buddy FW-190 at 6 o'clock low. Not good. But we have our savior again. Little friends. However, because there's multiple fighters, and this is also an initial attack, he's going to drive them all off and use his fuel doing it. He is now exerted. He's done. Finished. Flipped over. He can't be used again. Now, we go, because we resolved that encounter in Zone 2, we're going to go to Zone 1. Zone 1, we have a Z+. So I'm going to go to English Channel. Okay. We're looking to the English Channel. English Channel, by the way, is 1 encounter, no flak. Come on. Pilot gives us a Z+. We are now over England. So let's see if we can get that Z+ to land this thing. Okay, we already used him, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Make sure the cards are in second. 3. Come on. 4. Okay. Pilots are talking to each other over both zones. We landed the plane. We completed our first mission. Thank goodness we did this, because it's been like crazy with not being able to finish these missions for me. I've been crashing. I've been blowing up in the middle of the sky. I am so happy that we finally finished our first mission. And you know what? I feel strongly that it's gonna be good from now on. I have a feeling. I have a good feeling. And I'm going to start using the mulligan rule that, I know it's a house rule that we talked about in the forums, but if the plane's gonna explode, I'm gonna give it a chance that, unfortunately, it kills a crew member, but you stay airborne, you stay good, and I'm feeling like I want to do that, just because it's good enough for you to continue your career, but at the same time, if you get close to some crew members and you actually form some good narrative, it hurts more when you realize you're going to kill that guy off, and then you're like, great, I'm killing a key character that I've really gotten close with or bonded with, or I got a really great backstory, but the others survive for his sacrifice. I will hopefully get information. I'm sure I'll see in the comments, but if I'm using Little Friends wrong, I hope I'm not. But if I am, because it seems like it's an extremely powerful card if you're not utilizing fuel on single flyby fighters when they're flying by. And that's easy to correct. They'll just it's you use as fuel, but kind of like in my house rule, I use them, to pick off individual aircraft. That's kind of a house rule for me, and I want to play by the rules so that people can learn. Anyways, thank you very much for joining. I am excited also to show you guys. Let me. Oh, I gotta get up. Oh, I hope I don't ruin my camera. I'm really excited because I'm obviously I'm a gaming nerd here, so I want to show you off something. Let me get it. Oh, I'm bouncing around in the truck and you can see it. I got 2 things to show you guys. I'm really excited about this. Actually, I got 3 things to show you. Here we go. The first thing I want to show off was something that I received from the, it was a giveaway that was going on when the bomb run was on sale. And here, you can hear me unwrapping it. I keep it wrapped up for now. I gotta find a place to hang it in the truck. You guys, I love it. My wife was like, "Oh, that's really nice," and I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And we're gonna hang it up at the house. But look at that! Isn't that so cool? I love it. It's great. It's like I love the FW-190 first. I appreciate the German technology and FW-190, the Butcher Bird, and I love it. And it's even engraved here I love it, and I also want just thank you for making this, and thank you for. I'm so glad I won this. It was pretty incredible. When I was on the, I watched the live drawing and everything, and I just love it. It's so beautiful. All right, so that's that. The second thing I want to show off. Oh, put you guys away. Here, I'll move you over. We'll get a little messy over here. Is that I received wing boot. I've been kind of playing and playing around with it. I don't have the room in the truck. I do have the room in the truck to play, but I don't have enough to record. It's really tight in here. Like if I open, I can't even show off everything. But oh my God, it's like this. See, I'm like going up and down trying to show everybody. It is such a great book. It's like so sturdy. The paper's nice and thick and like really like durable. I'm really loving it. It gives you all the rules, how to set up for your mission. I really enjoy it. It has all that. It has I mean, it's great. And on top, okay, so we got that. And like I said, I've been playing this like crazy. Because you can set it up with bomb run or without bomb run. It's any kind of bomber game. If you have to survive a bailout or escape England, or not England, escape German occupied Europe, this game helps you set up for it. It's really amazing. It's also recommended to print out the rules, because obviously the rules are in the book for your convenience, so you can read through it. But when you're playing it for real, they recommend, and it's easy enough, you print out the rules or put them on your phone. So I have all the rules printed out so I can see what my guys are capable of doing, and analyze like, oh, what are these health injuries? Oh, what can I do on my turn? And I also printed out like the scenario, like how the scenarios play out, and you'll understand that when you play it, where it's like it's kind of a choose your own adventure, where it's like, oh, you hear like you confront a civilian and it says go to paragraph here, roll a die, this happens, go here, and I like it. It's kind of a cool choose your own adventure. And you'll understand. Like even for example, I might as well. If he says, the civilian stops as they notice you, the look of concern is clear that you're not sure what they're going to do. Roll D10 and subtract your current region number. So if you're at a certain region, like at a really high level region, you're obviously deeper into Europe, and they're not going to be so friendly, but they get, the people, you're more likely to run into someone that can help you as you're closer to your escape. And then you can see here, it's like, roll D10. If you get 1 or less, go here. 2 or 5 here. 6 to 10, go here. And it's easy. It's like 1 or less, go to paragraph 14. There's 14. Go to paragraph 19. So it's really cool, simple. It's really, really cool, like game to play. And you get included a cool bag to put all your tokens. I kept a baggie, so these are the tokens you need to initially do your setup. Because this says keep out of the bag, and so I got all my crew in here. My dice, the little indicators to mark what regions and what initiatives people have. So I have these guys ready to go to start the game. This is where you draw from. And then finally, excuse me, here are the cards you get to play with. These are the cards that are included. So you have like your civilians, and you can see how fast they can move, if they're in a hurry, if they can, how far they can see, like to notice you in the area. And it changes. Obviously, kids are a little faster. Being young. Oh wow, I'm off on the side again. So he has so because that's how kids are. They notice things easier and they're faster. Enemy agent. Oh God, look at that portrait. Is that crazy? I love the art. I love the pictures, the photographs. Yeah, and then you have the K9 patrol, mounted units come after you, foot soldiers come after you, and then you got your crew. Let me look at those. Those are amazing. They look so good. There's the pilot. And you can use these in Bomb Run too, which is awesome. You can kind of mix it up. It's just amazing. I love it. Is it great? It's good. I don't know. I don't know. It's a very nice game to play. Very easy. I will sit down with it when I'm home and I'll play, and my family's like, oh, there he goes, he's playing again, because for the first couple days I got it, I couldn't stop playing. You know, then it's a new game. I'm learning the rules. You know how solitaire games are. You're like, oh, you know, what can I do to, you know, make this, you know, because we all, you know, it's in your brain. What can I do? What can I do? Can I do this? Can I do that? Am I capable of doing this in the game? And, you know, so my guys are running around, going into cities, hiding in cities, and everything makes it so that the enemy, you know, it's increasing their chances of showing up on the board because it increases their initiative if you're in a city. Obviously, word's getting around that there are American flyers in town. And so the German initiative starts going up, you know, and that's what I love. And you can kind of hide out for a while, let things cool down. I just love it. You get one of the things that we kind of talked about on the forums was you get a lot more leeway and freedom of movement in Wing Boot versus you know, Bomb Round. But in reality, that's how it is in reality. You know, like you're stuck on a plane. You don't want to be there. You got to be there. You're gonna run a mission and you're gonna go home. And that's what you do. That's your job. But when you bail, it's like you're here. You got to cross the road, and then that increases the your chances of being spotted. And then you're trying to move out, trying to get up off the map to continue to get your progress to get back to England. So that's what you're constantly trying to do. You're trying to constantly move your way off the map, and you're crossing roads, going through towns. It's kind of like reality. You can search the area here, maybe you find one thing. You search the area in town, it's riskier, but you get more stuff. And and here's the stuff that you can find. And there was one mission where I found a car. It's really funny. One escape, where in town I found a car. I found I think I found a car, a gun, and an outfit, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. And so in 3 draws from my bag, I got those tokens, and I was like, I'm gonna make it scot-free. So I'm starting to drive north. I say north, I mean on the page. This isn't literal north. But I start driving towards progress. I'm making good time, doing good. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm flying. And near the last couple regions, I started getting some issues where I was running in the patrols. I ran into a mounted unit, and I'm like, I gotta keep going. And let's just say my car was probably riddled with shots before I made it safely into Spain. But it's those moments where you're like, this is like reminding me of the movie The Great Escape or something like that. It's amazing. It's great. Yeah, if I ever get in a chance where I can actually record, and I will. It's just really hard. I don't have it's sucky because I don't have the ability to with my limited camera mount. It's very limited in where it can go in the truck. It's literally part of my truck. It's like a lamp, and it's basically for your desk here to work or to read something in your bunk. So it's kind of limited. Like I said, if I ever figure it out, I'll definitely post it. It's very fun. In the second game I got, or I'm sorry, yeah, I guess it's the third, I got this one. Airborne Commander. I'm definitely going to play this too. I was playing with this when I was home, learning the game, watching YouTube videos from World War II Solitaire Board Gamer. He has a very good playthroughs for this. So I learned through those videos and reading the rules in here. God, it's fun. Such a fun game. So, yeah, like I said, I received it, I started playing it, and one of my daughters was watching me play, and she was just fascinated with the art. She couldn't stop looking at the art. And so when I finished, I was like, you want to take a look at it? And she's paints, all my daughters paint. They're creative, and they were just like eating up the art. And I was like, I mean, I love it too. It really puts you in that atmosphere that and the rules and playthrough really puts you in that spot where if you feel like you're on the ground trying to piece together some type of fighting force to accomplish your objectives. And I love that. I love that feeling. You know, you feel like you're doing your best with what you've got. And I'm sure that's how it was. And that I believe that's the strength of the Airborne, was that they trained, you know, how to deal with what they had and use what they got. And that's the other thing. I love history. I'll read about it all day. I'll watch videos about it all day. And I don't know, as you can tell, I'm really excited about games. I have another one coming in Monday, hopefully, and if that's going to be the Hunters, I cannot wait to get that one, because with the Hunters and with this game, I can run campaigns. With these games, these will be cool single action missions. This could be a great, like, in the middle of this campaign, this can happen. So, which is really cool. So everything kind of meshes together here. I like that. This will be a good single player mission, unless you kind of like quote unquote modify it, where these are just random missions every time you do it, like you're just dropping in. There's no history to it at that point. It's just like, I need guys to accomplish this objective. It's not D-Day. It's just another mission that you're running, which I can get behind that too, because this is very fun. You can play any of these games over and over and never get the same result. You can have a story in every one. Even this one can have a story. You being literally an airborne commander on the ground trying to put your guys together to accomplish your objectives and destroy the enemy. Okay, so I'm excited. But so this went from a mission to like ranting about different games and different cool things. But you know what? I'm sure someone enjoyed it. Thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you very much. And goodbye.